Welcome to our 2024 Customer Kickoff and Award Show. My name is Rachel Mooneyhan. I'm the marketing manager here at Bravo. And I want to thank you all for being here and let you know we're recording this webinar, and we'll send you all a recording after so that you can reflect on everything that we've gone through with y'all today. So we'll get started. So today on the agenda, we've got Tally and Christy will run through the state of the company, the key milestones of this past year, and then what's on the 2024 roadmap and our areas of focus for the year. And throughout that, we've got sprinkled in some customer awards and prizes. We'd love your participation in this. So we've got the chat open. Ask any questions, jump in where you want to. We'll monitor the chat and get all your questions answered, be it on the spot, or if we have to go back to the team, we'll get back with you and get everything answered that you throw at us today. All righty. I think we're going to start off with an award. Christy, you want to take it?
Yeah. So the first award that we're going to hand out is for a new customer. So the customer who just smooth as butter got on our system, and that goes to Goochland Gunworks. And I hope that I'm saying that right. Yay, Goochland. So the feedback that we received was like they were ready for training. They were really well trained when they got on the platform. They paid attention to what they needed to get done. And it was the smoothest transition of the year voted. So congratulations. And then we also had an honorable mention for, oh boy, Pistolera Brothers, I believe it is. So way to go, guys. Congratulations.
All righty. So now we're going to dive into a quick look back at everything that we got accomplished in 2023.
All right, so I could talk about our core values all day long. We've really simplified them into 4 main areas. Obviously, we strive to develop the best product, and a lot of our products are used for good, and internally being community focused is really important. The 2 that I want to focus on for this is our pulse comes from our people, and also the customers are the hero of our story. So we don't have a ton of employees on here, but that doesn't mean that they don't deserve a huge shout out. There's so much that goes into this behind the scenes. We grew to 85 employees this year, trying to make all of your dreams come true all of the time. And so from support to sales, marketing, our billing team, our development teams, it's just a really, really amazing job well done this year. And then customers are the heroes of our story is all about you. And I've been doing a ton of reflecting, and there's just no way we get to do what we get to do every day without you. I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity to serve you. I'm thankful that you love our software and that you continue to use it day after day, month over month, year over year. We will continue to deliver and provide you stellar service and amazing point of sale and new functionality. But I really just wanted to take a minute to say thank you. Thanks for supporting all of us. It's really meaningful, and we don't take it for granted. Perhaps the most important thing for everybody is uptime. We delivered another year of 100% uptime. This is obviously what we strive to do. It's a difficult thing to achieve. We have a ton of upgrades and maintenances and things that we're doing all the time to ensure the deliverability of Bravo. But we're really proud of this. We celebrate it all of the time. And I know that it means a lot to you that when you go to log in to Bravo, Bravo is there for you. So definitely worth celebrating that one. '93 customer satisfaction score. So this is called a CSAT in the tech landscape. I do just want to explain how we get CSATs because it's really important for us to understand how your experience with our customer support team is. We know that many of you chose Bravo because of our technical and customer support and the service that we provide. And so it's really important to us to obviously monitor this and report on it both internally and externally. Every case that you leave us a review on, 1 to 5 stars, gets published throughout our entire company. Everybody gets notified. This allows us to celebrate internally people that are doing really well. And obviously it provides training opportunity for those 1 or 2 or even like 3-star reviews. We often call out to you if you leave us a poor review to find out what's going on, if you feel like your issue wasn't resolved, how we can make it right. And so I know that takes an additional few minutes of your time to leave us the feedback and to even put a comment in about your experience, but it really helps us continue to provide you the service that you can expect and love from us. So also worth celebrating.
Okay, well, got a little sneak peek on that next award. Before giving that one out, I should mention, for the winners, right? We're not just handing it, we're actually giving you something, and I don't remember what it is, so somebody else has to jump in here.
We will be, for all the winners, you guys will be getting an email with $100 Visa gift card. So that's not a scam. It's actually a real thing. We'll get those sent out later today. So keep your eye out for those.
Okay, awesome. So this award goes to the company that sent, and that's company being Store, that sent the most text messages last year. And that goes to, for the pawn industry, Braswell and Son. And for our retail folks in the firearm industry, that goes to Condition Red Tactical. So congratulations, you two. For runners up, we had AOK Pawn and Jewelry, and that's Billy Haywood's locations, Morrisville Golden Pawn, and then on the retail side, the Gun Vault and East Bay Firearms. So awesome job, you guys.
All right, we've got another award.
Oh, I got another one. And then we go to the most e-commerce sales. So that goes quantity sold last year. And the first award goes to our friends over at Easy Pawn Corp in New York. So that's our pawn folks. Congratulations. And the FFL or retail is Dallas Gold and Silver Exchange. We had some honorable mention run-ups, the Pawn Shop, and that's Doug Grant's stores in Virginia, Sooner State Pawn, Tommy Frederick and Todd Horton, and then the Swap Shop came in third. So awesome job. And then on to Roadmap. So you can see we have put in green the items in Roadmap that we had presented about this time last year of everything that we wanted to accomplish in 2023. So you can see everything in green is what we completed. What we did realize pretty early on in the year was that we shifted from more products and features to more customer suggestions and ensuring better compliancy. These were the things that we heard over and over again, whether you guys sent us emails, whether you put it in Facebook, whether it was in customer suggestions, or when we started doing the user group meetings. These were your concerns. So we did shift these things. They're not off Roadmap now. They're on 2024, but we did do some shifting because we heard you guys, you had some concerns. So we did end up completing 21 compliancy requested items to help y'all either stay more compliant or ensure your employees, don't do things that they're not supposed to be doing. We incorporated 24 pure customer suggestions. Some of them were the most popular suggestions that we'd had, voted on over and over again for the past 13 years. Suspend transaction was one of them. We did 2 pretty big IT upgrades on our side to help with systems and continue to be, future-proof ready for you for new concepts, ideas, technologies that come down the pipe. We need to update our IT to be ready for those. And then finally, we're always looking at ways and improving the user experience, the workflow, the user interface. We did 19 of those updates last year, in addition to everything in green. Tell you want to highlight any of the ones, any special ones that you want to call out? I mean, these are some of the, Any-
I don't think so. Like Christy mentioned, things that we don't get to, we reevaluate, reprioritize, and then add them into the next year's roadmap. We'll be talking about development, I think, in just a few slides, so I can talk more about what we're doing there.
Cool. So on a bigger scale, these are all of the things that we did complete. So a lot of things that, again, that were not on the list that we originally had put forth ended up getting done this year. So a couple of the big ones, trade show mode was a pretty big one. Anybody who goes off to trade shows knows what a pain in the rear end it is to come back and settle all of those sales. So that was a really big one that we did. Discounting entire transactions, believe it or not, that came up really highly voted. A lot of the mobile pawn updates we did were based off of user feedback. So more duplicate payment prompts was really important. You guys explained, you know, you wanted to reduce the phone calls that were coming into your shops about mobile pawn. So we're trying really hard to reduce that. You know, we'll share a little bit about roadmap coming up. Edible image carousel, that's new. So now you really have more control over what your customers are seeing within that mobile pawn app. Of course, we had to do the new 4473 form. You know, we got integrated catalogs now, a whole bunch of work on our E4473 product. And a lot of people have been waiting a very long time. Gun repairs, finally done, finally done. So we're going to continue to optimize some of the repairs and put even more functionality in it next year. But
I did just
that
want
is-
to spend 1 second talking about mobile pawn notifications. We get a lot of feedback about these and questions about why we're doing that and whether it's actually helpful. I think at our core is this want to serve small business and help you. And we understand that you're under a tremendous amount of pressure, and also you're expected to be the expert in everything. You go from cleaning toilets to working the sales and loan counter to being a marketing person to being a manager, leader, owner, bookkeeper. Like, you guys do it all. And so one of the things that's unique to us is that we have a really robust marketing team. We deliver on the things that I think are important as it relates to mobile pawn, and we have the capacity to do that. So at the end of last year, we started talking about how can we help, how can we utilize some of our resources. Some of the feedback we get from mobile pawn is we have it, but nobody's using it. We can't get our employees to try to sell it. We can't get anybody to talk about it in the store. We need help. And so we said, hey, okay, let's take this internal and let's try to make the consumer experience better. Let's educate them on what the app can do. Let's welcome them to the app. Let's thank them for the transaction that they just did in the store. And these have been a huge success. So the success of them, we measure things daily. Literally, we look at daily reports, how many views the videos get, how often somebody turns off push notifications, right? We don't want them to all of a sudden turn off push notifications because they're getting too many. We track downloads, activations, all the way through. We have seen no change in the number of people turning off push notifications, which is one of the biggest questions for concern, right? And that's a really big area of attentiveness for us to make sure we don't all of a sudden start seeing more push notifications disabled. We have seen a huge increase in activations and downloads. So the videos are getting watched. Fast Cash video is a really popular one, which is awesome. We're teaching people how to use the app better, trying to make it more friendly for consumers so that they're not calling you. We're trying to make it easier for you so that you don't have to do so much. And if you ever have questions or if there are areas of concern, you can always ask us in the same channels that you're asking us currently. It is helpful. We like to brainstorm and think about them. They cause us to sort of challenge each other. But just so you know, we track it very carefully. It's important to us. We're trying to make this easier for you, not harder. And so we're adaptable and we're agile. And if anything ever changed, we can adjust on our end. So just wanted to throw that unscripted tidbit out.
Last thing that I'll add to that is, I think people get very concerned that the push notifications get turned off. There's like two things we're talking about. So a push notification is like when your phone like pops it up or shows you like a preview of what it is. That is a push notification. The notifications will always happen. Your customer will always get notified. They can't turn that off in the app. So when they look at their phone and they're looking at all their apps and they see that number 1, 2, 3, 4, however many messages you've sent them, they can't turn that off. The only thing they can actually deactivate would be that push, so that preview that shows up. So I just want everybody like super clear. We were very careful and made sure what we were doing when we made these decisions.
Okay. Some of our key accomplishments internally, obviously everything that we do internally is designed to make your experience better. We doubled the size of our development and support, our development and support departments. I think come June, July, things got a little stretched thin on our end on the support side. We heard you. It takes time for our support people to ramp up. We're fully ramped. We actually doubled the size. Again, we know that one of the reasons why you select us as your software provider is because we provide really good customer support. We always want that to be at the top of your list of why you love Bravo. So we made changes there to make sure that we have a better ratio of number of stores to number of techs. We also changed the structure internally of our support team, level 3, level 2, level 1. Now we have specialties. And we're even splitting out the teams by more specialties. So we obviously hope to provide the best service, the fastest, with the best answers that we could possibly give you. So that was really important. The other thing is we've doubled the size of our development team. Development velocity, how quickly we can get new, meaningful, valuable products to you is really important to us. We're a product-led company. We like for Bravo to speak for itself. And so we know that with more than 1,600 customers now comes way more requests, way more suggestions, lots of regulatory changes across a lot of states and a lot of countries. And so we want to make sure that we're delivering product to you fast, efficiently, and that you can find value in it right away. With that and our growth in new store sales, we had to grow our onboarding team. All of this is good news. We also welcome new executive team members, and we talked about core values for a second before. We have some really awesome new training stuff. So the biggest feedback we get from new customers is that they need more training. The training wasn't right for them. Maybe it wasn't as relevant. You're hiring new employees and you want to train them on Bravo, and how can you do that better? We have hired an amazing head trainer. Within her first month and a half here, we had a new learning management system, LMS system, implemented. So now you can actually enroll your people. And I have screenshots of this later. We also came out with an interactive Bravo tool where you can walk through screen by screen, click by click, to make sure that everybody's going through the training. They know best practices in Bravo, and you as an owner manager can rely on us to be doing that heavy lifting training for you. And then the last thing is your customer reviews have made such a big difference for us this year. We were featured as a SourceForge partner, and we are also given this amazing top performer award. And so again, this is you helping us, and we're just grateful for that. So thank you for those of you who have left reviews. You can always leave us a review. We love them. We share them. It's very inspiring and motivating for our teams, similar to how when you get reviews for your companies as well.
All right. So this next award goes to the person who not only posts the most often, but probably has some of the most meaningful and helpful posts. Like, this person gets to the post before anybody on our team can even answer the post. So for the second year in a row, thank you, Megan Suzio, for just being an outstanding member on our Facebook. You are awesome. And also going in, customer suggestions and filling those out. We see those, we hear ya. So let's see. Anything else? All right, there we go. We've got some honorable mentions as well. All right, so where we are sitting today, as of, I believe, yesterday morning, we have 1,613 active Bravo users in our point of sale. Last year, we completed 187 conversions, and that came from 19 different software systems. So that is like an incredible amount of work. It's tough just to convert from one system, but our team did 19, so amazing. So still me, okay. And the big news is we finally hit the 1 million download mark in Mobile Pawn. It is such a huge deal. We are so happy. And like Kelly said, it continues to grow. Yesterday, we had the highest number of activations we've ever had on a single day. So that was super exciting as well. And as you can see, we sent out nearly 6 million messages on your all's behalf for free. So check that box, leave it on, let us spend our money for you. All right, one more award. This next award goes out to the store that sent out the most activation codes. So congratulations to Uncle Dan's. And Sherry, I do have the store number if you are interested in, if you guys want to like award that store. There's a specific store that goes with it. I can get that over to you. Just let me know. Honorable mentions was Gold Rush Pawnbrokers in Danville, Illinois, and that's Tom White. And then Big Dogs Pawn, Scott and Randy now. And that is your BD1 location. All right, awesome. I'll send it to you, Sherry.
I think this number is just like so incredible. We've had E44 live for 3 years. We've almost completed or started 500,000 E44 73s since our inception. Thank you for using the product. We really feel like this helps make gun transactions safer. We know on your side, it catches errors, it helps employees, it gives you ease of mind. Maybe you can sleep better at night. This product has sort of surpassed all of our dreams of adoption, and we continue to onboard new stores onto it every single month. But this is a metric that we're super proud of. And it's just a hockey stick of growth, which as a software company, like hockey sticks of growth are what we like to see. So thank you to everybody that's using it. We hope that you love it. All right, and I get to announce our E4473 super user. So this one goes to the people, the company that started the most E4473 forms in 2023. And the winners, we have 2 of them for this one, Dale Barber at the United Pawnbrokers and Victoria Krepp at Main Street Guns and Range. This is awesome. Thank you. We also have some honorable mentions. Roy's Pawn and Gun, Howard's Pawn and Jewelry, Tactical Studio, and Highsmith Guns. Thank you. And then Fortis, we know that integrated credit card processing is important to you. It makes, I think, reconciliation faster. There's obviously less room for error. We're up from 650 users last year, so this is awesome growth. We've continued to refine our API with Fortis. We have some new processes in place internally. So if you call us about a Fortis issue, we can help get you to the right person. So we know that this is important to you. We spend a lot of time talking about how we can improve the partnership with Fortis and also make sure that you get served really well with Bravo expectations, levels of service in the meantime. So we've made some adjustments. Some of you probably have seen some of those adjustments so far. But again, your feedback on this is always helpful, and it allows us to take action really quick. And then we went to a lot of trade shows. You all probably know, like I'm a pawnbroker at heart. Supporting associations is really important. We are really excited to grow the number of associations that we support. Now we also are supporting FFL specific associations. Associations really make it all happen. The regional ones have a huge impact. And so we're really proud of this list. We also decided to do user group meetings at some of them this year, which was a really good way for us to get to sit down with you in a more intimate kind of in real life environment. We did one virtual one, but we are already planning on all of this year's. We'll see you at SHOT Show and then TAP and then all of these other ones. So if you don't usually go to a show, send me a message, ask me which one you should go to, because we love to go. We love to see you at them. Meaningful connection is really important to us. So we hope to see you on the road this year.
And like Tally just mentioned, we did do user group meetings at these shows. So we gathered dozens of suggestions. You can see so far we have completed 6. If I had told you we were going to complete one and you don't see it, and I had promised you were, I'm sorry. What ended up happening was we needed to migrate our entire app from its current platform onto a new one, which is .NET. It was a strategic move, and we did it so that we can give you a little bit more down the way. We were going to have to change in the next year and a half, and we figured, let's do it now, and let's see what new tools that we get out of it. So it is going to enable us to do more because it has a .NET framework, which to us just means, or to you rather means, you're going to get more advanced features than if we hadn't made the switch. So if you'd heard that something was coming this last year and you didn't see it, it's on the way. We didn't forget. We didn't take our foot off the gas. It's just we had to divert for a minute. So we'll get back right to it. We're super excited. Some of the most exciting things are coming out in this first quarter with Mobile Pawn.
Okay, so if you come to these every so often, you know that we have really aggressive roadmaps in here. We like to put them up for transparency. We know that we don't hit every single one, but it's important for us to show you what we're going to be working on. Of course, things get reprioritized and new things come onto roadmap. We can't predict 12 months, but these are the initiatives that we're looking forward to getting into Bravo. Lots of continued enhancements and optimizations. So the goal over the next 12 months for us is improving the UI in Bravo so that somebody can sit on it without ever seeing it before and be able to use it, navigate it, understand it without watching tutorials. So we are spending a lot of time working on simplicity, less clicks, also like being able to get to certain screens from other screens, where you're right now limited, you have to go back and forward and back. So all of those sorts of things, in addition to some of these specific retail, firearm, layaway, e-com, and mobile updates. I won't read them all, but we are off to the races. We have a release coming this month. We have a release coming next month. We have Store Finder on Mobile Pawn coming out, or it came out today. So it was, it's going to be an awesome Q1. We've got a ton of stuff teed up right off the bat for you all.
This is
Um,
both of our names on it, so I don't know who wants to go.
you can take this one.
Okay, so this next release is going to be coming. We do have a release coming out on Monday night, and that's a minor release that is going to include the Xander's catalog, and then we've updated the August 4473 form, so that will be new. So that will actually be coming out Monday night. 308 should come out like mid February. So number one thing on customer suggestions, we've been saying no for years. We're saying yes, layaway reactivation. So I hope that makes you guys as excited as I was when we finally got it pushed through. I now seeing the pages of documentation, whew, it's a lot of work. It's very confusing. I understand why we waited so long. Couple of the things that have been big we've heard through the years are, some people just don't want to sit and describe the jewelry and they don't want to call it scrap. That's cool. We're going to make it super simple where you'll be able to put in, the weight, the carat, the color, and you're off to the races. You can freeform everything else. So if you're one of those that prefers less versus going through and describing everything, you'll be able to do that. We've been asked over and over again, oh my God, I go in, I have a customer caller, they're standing in front of me, and I go into the mock redeem and the renewal transaction screen, and we get it all figured out, and they've got the money, and I have to redo everything. So we're moving the mock redeem, mock renewal screen into the transaction screen, so you'll be able to just process what you just worked through with the customer there. We're going to simplify our cash drawers. We didn't know they were tough, but that's like a huge complaint we get. They're so confusing. So we're like, all right, let's dial it back. We're going to make that a little bit easier. Just more warnings, duplicate serial numbers. That's pretty problematic. So we're going to like pop up an exception for that. Displaying parent category names. That's for items like receiver. So if somebody types in receiver into Smart Search, the category like receiver as in like guns and pistols or receiver as in stereo equipment. So your employee doesn't accidentally select the wrong category. So we'll start popping those up. If you were a former CompuPon user, you might remember that amazing CompuPon business dashboard report. I believe, actually, I know PonMaster took it. So if you're a PonMaster customer, they took it from CompuPon. Now we took it. So everybody's going to have it. CompuPon, they're still part of our team. We were able to help them put it together for our customers. Web orders, quantity sales are going to go up. Already talked about the Xander catalog integration. Support for the A&D jewelry scale. So we've had a bunch of requests for that. And then the GoDex printer. So we'll be supporting those two new pieces of hardware after the next release.
And hey, Christy, I'll just mention real fast, per the usual, Rachel and I have full communication plans. Kat on our training team has videos. So next week, you'll see videos about Xander's and the update to the E44 form. So if you don't always check your email, Q1 is going to be a time you want to check your email. There's a lot of releases coming, a lot of great videos. If nothing else, you'll start seeing promotions on the login screen and in the point of sale. So we'll keep you guys updated as all of these things start to roll out.
And we wouldn't be a tech company without talking a little bit about AI. We have two really awesome new AI initiatives that are launching soon. So the first is Judy. Judy is our AI question and answer form kind of bot for you. So more than 50% of our support questions are the top 80% of questions that people ask. They're the same ones that happen over and over and over again. So what we are trying to address is when you've got a quick question and you need a quick answer and you don't actually need support. You need help finding the article. You need a quick step-by-step how to do something. You've got the customer in front of you. You just have a really quick question. It's going to be built into Bravo, so you don't have to navigate anywhere special. A little bit of background on the name. It's really important to me. It was my grandmother's name. She was integral in our family's pawn shop business. She was the one that let everybody take all the credit, but behind the scenes, she was the one that was really getting it all done. So to have somebody that's getting it all done behind the scenes on our side, we thought Judy would be the perfect name for somebody or something to be helping you with all of your questions real time. We'll still have all of the other same support options for you. You can still submit cases. What we're trying to do is help reduce the amount of time that you spend waiting for maybe a how-to really quick question that people ask all the time. This also enables us then on the other questions to be able to spend more time troubleshooting. We'll have more time to do escalations and things like that. So it's beneficial in a lot of ways, but we can't wait for her to get into Bravo, and that's probably happening in 308, which is that mid-February release. The other thing as it relates to AI, oh man, we have some awesome predictive pricing coming for you. The estimator, the way we categorize data by manufacturer model, that's already super helpful as it relates to sales and buy and loan data for you. But when this is really going to become helpful is when we can start predicting into the future for you where the prices of things are going. We are the only people that have this tool. I have not seen it, read about it anywhere else. We have millions of transactions within Bravo. We've been building this for the last 6 months. This is also set to release in that February release, so it's coming really soon. And
This, actually, this will be Monday.
this is Monday. Okay, this is Monday. You guys are gonna get it even sooner. Please let us know how you like this, if you're using it. We know, I mean, AI and using data to enable your businesses is where the future is going. We want to jump right on that train. And this is really the power of our estimator. It's really the power of the way that we categorize data. And all of the work that you do on the front end of categorizing and making sure the manufacturer's, model is linked up. This is going to serve you so well. So if you need help training on the estimator, if you need help getting your employees to figure out why the estimator is important, we've got the LMS, and that's coming in 2 slides. We're going to help train your team on how to use it the best practices, and really how to get the most out of it. This is the tool of all tools. It's only available to you. And we're really excited to hear how you like it. I think we talked about this one, but I can go into it a little bit more detail. We are or have doubled the size of our development team. We went from 2 teams to 3 teams. We added a ton of people, not just developers. The thing about growing development teams is you don't just need engineers, you need BA, you need UI, UX, you need QAs, you need project managers, delivery managers. You cannot hire one without hiring 4. So here we are, we doubled the size of our team, and we've got new people in lots of different roles. And that's amazing. Automated QA, this stands for quality assurance. This is us testing Bravo before we deliver it to you to make sure that it's without bugs, that it covers all of the different use cases, that we can get it to the market faster to you. And it also improves our internal reporting as far as what bugs there are and how quickly we're able to resolve them before we push it to release. So all of this to say, we are really dedicated to get you product faster, more efficient, more accurate, and we've just made some huge investments in development. And then the last thing I think for me to talk about is the learning management tools. So on the left, you can see an example of where you would start the course. You can enroll your employees in this. We're going to show you how to do that in maybe the upcoming releases or in the email. So check that out. We already have people that have pre-enrolled. So if you're on this webinar and you want to get the link, just put your email here and we'll make sure that you get like sort of the sneak preview of the new LMS. And then on the right side, you can sort of see the new interactive tool. So it will walk your employees through on the Bravo dashboard, click on product estimator, and then they'll click it. It'll go into the next screen. So we're really going to help navigate everybody through the system. Again, we know that hiring and retaining and training employees is one of the toughest things you all have to do. it's one of your top sort of challenges year over year over year. We think that we can help, and we're going to give it our best shot. Ta-da.
That's it.
Ta-da! Yeah. Thank you all so much for joining us. Christy, Tally, any last words before I wrap us up?
Oh, if you thought last year was good, just wait. Just wait.
It's gonna be a really awesome year. I just wanna, if some of you guys were late, I do just wanna take a moment to tell you how grateful I am. I tell our team, you know, like, I'm so lucky to be the CEO of this company, and our team is just the best team. Like, getting to go to work with such amazing people on a day-to-day basis is a joy. But we know we wouldn't get to come to work with the people that we love every day if you weren't our customer. So thank you for being our customer. Thank you for your feedback, the time and effort you take to post in our Facebook channels and our customer suggestion forms, and reaching out to us directly and telling us, like, hey, this was really great, or hey, I'm just letting you know, I think you can use improvement over here. Like, all of your feedback is good feedback. We're trying to grow the best company, best product, best team possible. And you all have a huge impact and influence on that. So thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for coming. Our wonderful award winners, keep an eye on your email for your prize there. And we'll also be sending a recording of this to all of y'all who registered, so you can watch back and just relive all the highlights of today. But thank you all for taking the time to join us today. We really appreciate it, and we're really excited to keep rolling in 2024 with y'all.
Okay, Megan, question on Kappa tickets. So it's coming. I'm still waiting, if you can believe it, for the final, like, yes, from the people that said that they wanted it. So if you've got friends that you know are in that sort of channel, let them know to email me back, because I'm trying to gain synergy between what everybody wants and getting it done. It is in our backlog already, but before we can send it to scope, I need all of the sort of like fine details given the thumbs up by everybody in that group. So that's what we're waiting for. If you are a Kappa or California pawnbroker and you're here and you don't know what I'm talking about, we are coming out with the Kappa digitized ticket for renewals that's going to follow the new process. So contact Vito or Megan, come to our Facebook page. We're excited to launch that. They're coming soon.
All right. And with that, thank y'all again for being here, and we look forward to working with y'all again soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.